Welcome and thank you so much for joining me. I am Tracy Zamiska and this is a meditation on balance. This is October, so obviously you can do this whenever you want, but September had the potential to really take its toll emotionally on us. Besides the impending seasonal changes that we all began to anticipate, some of us more quickly than others, depending on where the weather is or what the weather's like where you live, the creative and anxious energy of the new school year ramping up could be felt pretty collectively, even if you or your family members aren't attending traditional schooling this year. So finding balance can be really difficult when we can sense and deeply feel the emotional and energetic shifts around us. Balance isn't just about feeling yourself in a balanced state or a balanced emotional state or a balanced physical state, though. Oftentimes, people think of the season of fall as the season of death and dying because of what happens with the plant life that's around us, but that isn't really true. Winter is kind of the true season of endings and going inward and creating preparation for the frenetic energy that's going to explode in the springtime. And fall is really the time to clean house and take inventory so that we can establish a balanced state before we enter the deeply reflective and restorative period of winter. So this meditation was designed as a way to help you shift yourself and your perspective and help you kind of sort through some of your experiences and help you let go of those things that are no longer serving you. Feel free to do this as many times as you find helpful. You can redo the same experiences over and over again if you feel like they're not helping or you feel like you haven't been able to let go of them. You can do it with different experiences. This is something that can be an ongoing practice. Even if it lasts into other seasons, feel free to kind of do this on a regular basis. I often, kind of monthly at least, try to sift through things that have occurred that month, and I usually do it right before the new moon, and I try to see kind of things I can let go of so that at the new moon, at the new beginnings, I have space for all the wonderful changes that the new moon can bring. So we're going to open with a pranayama to prepare for the meditation, and I'm not going to get into a lot of it here. This is one of my favorite pranayamas to do, which is alternate nostril breathing. There's lots of science behind it. I find it to be extremely interesting, but suffice to say that it's awesome for your immune system and also for your brain function. So go ahead and look that up if you'd like, alternate nostril breathing. I think that there's a blog post about it as well that you can look into. So we're going to begin with 5 rounds of alternate nostril breathing. If you've never done this pranayama practice before, don't worry, don't be intimidated. It only consists of alternately closing and opening the nostrils. And you'll do that with your fingers. You can use just your index finger and switch side to side. You can do, traditionally, there's kind of like a hang 10 with the thumb and the pinky finger so that you're using the thumb on the right side and the pinky on the left, or vice versa, depending on if you're left-handed or right-handed. If you are practiced in this, feel free to use your whatever your chosen system is for closing and opening the nostrils. So I'm just going to walk you through one cycle really quickly, and so you can get accustomed to it. So you can just listen at this point. You don't have to actually do the practice. So you'll just start taking a normal breath in and out, and then you'll begin by closing the left nostril and inhaling through the right. You'll hold and open the left side as you close the right side, exhaling on the left. Inhaling on the left side. Closing the left and exhaling right. So you've just completed one breath cycle, or one round. So let's begin. You can close your eyes gently if that feels good to you. It's helpful sometimes to block out distractions. If you're uncomfortable with closing your eyes, feel free to keep them open even during the meditation. If it's something that just kind of weirds you out or makes you feel really uncomfortable, Do the best you can with your eyes open, or maybe opening and closing them throughout. So we're just going to start to breathe in and out through the nose. And we'll begin the first cycle, closing the left, inhaling right. Close the right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close the right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close the right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close the right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close the left, exhale right. Last round here, inhale right. Close the right, exhale left. Inhale left. And close the left, exhale right. Take a couple deep breaths here. Release your hands to your lap. And just let your breath return to normal, in and out through the nose. On the exhales, start to focus your attention on the release of any stress or tension you might be holding anywhere in the body. Every exhale will result in a release of stress and tension. When we talk about finding a balance, we can mean many things. But one thing we might sometimes overlook is the need to acknowledge the duality of life. Balancing the good and the bad, the highs and the lows, the moments of complete joy and devastating pain. It is through the balance, that equanimity, that we truly live, truly experience, and truly appreciate the beauty of life. It is through our challenges that we grow the most, and through our joyous occasions, we truly can appreciate our path. Part of letting go and making space is to inventory your most recent experiences, acknowledging the lessons, feeling deep gratitude for those lessons, and then integrating them into your being. After you integrate the lesson, the feelings attached to it are free to go. The memory of that experience is also free to go, making space for new feelings and new experiences. Take a minute to quickly scan your most recent history, maybe things that occurred this month, the last few months, up to a year. Find an experience that was extremely challenging. Maybe it was something that left you feeling hurt by someone's words and actions. Maybe you can find an experience where you were surprised by your behavior or disappointed in the way that you might have dealt with something or someone. Whatever it might be, just take a moment to immerse yourself in the experience. Really be fully present for this experience. Feel all the feelings that come up and acknowledge them. If you felt victimized by someone, let them know that this is not an acceptable way for you to be treated and that you will no longer allow them or anyone else to treat you in this way. If you're feeling unhappy or disappointed in your behavior or your reaction to someone or something, let yourself sit just for a moment in those feelings. Acknowledge the frustration, regret, disappointment maybe. Then begin to imagine the ways in which you could have behaved differently. Acknowledge your mistake and sincerely apologize. Take a moment to deeply forgive yourself. The forgiveness is necessary regardless of the situation. And by that I mean if you felt victimized or hurt, forgive yourself for maybe letting yourself be in that position or continuing to interact with somebody who treated you poorly. And if the situation was such that you are regretful or upset about the way that you might have dealt with something, forgive yourself for making a mistake or maybe not behaving up to the standard of which that you hold yourself. And then take a few deep breaths here and just start to shift your mind towards gratitude for this experience. I know that it can be difficult, but take a moment to thank this experience and maybe these people for the lessons that you learned. Feel deep love and gratitude for this experience. Take a moment to acknowledge the lessons and let them integrate into your whole being. Now you can let go of this experience. You don't need it anymore. You can let it go any way that you'd like. Maybe you see it as a mist or smoke floating away from your body. Maybe you put it in a box and tie a balloon to the top of it so it can float away. Picture the experience leaving you in the way that you are inspired. Feel it leaving your system. Feel your body become a bit lighter as it goes away. We'll take 3 deep breaths here, in through the nose and out through the mouth, releasing any residual energy tied to this experience. Start to bring your awareness back into your body. And then take a moment to shift your attention now to a moment of pure joy and happiness that you've recently experienced. Tap into your heart and feel it filling up with joy, happiness, and light. Feel the fullness of your heart space. Revel in this fullness and in this light. Feel the electricity of this moment. Maybe you're feeling the beginnings of a smile on your lips. Be fully present in this moment of pure love and happiness. Bring your hands to your heart space and feel the warm glow of this moment underneath your hands. Memorize this moment of light and love. Really feel being in this moment. This is a place that you can always return to. Feel gratitude for having experienced this amazing moment of joy and happiness. Send love and gratitude to all the people who may have been part of this moment. As you integrate the love, happiness, and joy from this moment, start to feel the experience gently leave your body. Feel it slowly and gently start to pull from your physical tissues and let it go. Again, maybe it leaves in a mist or a smoke. Maybe you pack it up in a little package, tying a balloon to it, and let it float away. Take 3 deep breaths here, in through the nose and out through the mouth, releasing any residual energy that's tied to this experience. Start to settle back into your body and into the space that you're sitting in. Feel the space in your body that is light and free after releasing these experiences. Acknowledge the deep and expansive power of letting go and finding balance. You may remain here peacefully for as long as you'd like. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.